Sean, have you got a mascot?
Yes, I do have a mascot, and if you wouldn't mind, John and Greg, just for a moment removing your mascots, I need a bit of space for mine. Huh. It's quite a big mascot. And, here it is. It's this. What
is that?
I was on holiday recently, and I was appalled at the price of the banana boat. €30! I've got 3 kids on at me. That's €90. I thought, no, sorry, Javier. I'm not giving you €90.
Which one of your children is...
I said no. So I had a few cervezas, and I stayed up and I made this beauty. And it works brilliantly because you just have to... got to go all the way around here.
You made this while you were drunk, yes?
I was quite pissed when I made this.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, that certainly checks out.
That serves not just as a lot of fun for the family. I mean, I paid for the whole holiday with this. Because then you get that down there, get all the kids on there, and then off I go.
And there's absolutely no way that you look like the king of the pedos.
Sean, have you got a mascot?
So, Jimmy, recently I was approached. There's been a problem. Far too many people are being called national treasures. So, I've been asked by the media to become, like, the head of the National Treasures Committee to decide who's in and who's out.
I see you put the no box on my side.
Yes. So I'm going to go through them one by one and see whether they make it in.
This is fun.
We start off with this fella, right?
Surely in, Ed Sheeran.
No.
Beloved national treasure, surely.
No, no. The reason he's not in is he dyes his hair. He's actually got black hair. I've seen the runoff from his bath. It's unbelievable. So... There we go. No. Next up, it's this cheeky chappie. A lot of people say to me, Sean, what's a sensible amount to drink? Now, I always say, imagine you're Ant McPartlin and you'll be driving your mum home after lunch. Relax. Enjoy yourself. But don't go mental. It's your mum. She brought you up. No, don't have any tequilas. So that when you do crash, you're not driving so fast. And nobody gets killed. So, so there we go.
He's in.
Yeah, he's in. He makes it in, yeah. Because, you know, he could have killed someone, but he didn't, because he didn't get too pissed.
Yeah.
Quite right. Good on him. Good on him.
Yeah.
He's all right.
There's this fella. A lot of people think he should be in. Some people do make it in, Jimmy, but not this fella, because he's too mild. He's like a curry for toddlers.
Whoa.
Now, this guy, Greg Wallace. Greg came close because I like him because he wears a hairnet, even though he's bald. Yeah, he goes to a crisp factory, puts on a hairnet. What, is he worried some baldness will get in the crisp? No, I like him because he's got no sense of irony or humour. He was very close to getting through, but I've met him. No, Greg. He tried to put his spoon in my pudding. You'd think she'd be a shoe-in, wouldn't you?
Well, she's the very definition, Sean.
No!
What? Why? Why on earth?
Pay some tax, love. Next year you're going to charge.
Sean, have you got a mascot?
No, I haven't got a mascot, Jimmy, but I've got something that I've reprieved. Something... the clamour for more of these has become overwhelming for my gritty limericks.
Oh.
Since I pointed out that a limerick was originally written as a sort of topical, sort of social comment, really, so then they became sort of like light-hearted, saucy postcard-type jokes. And I'd like to read a few of my gritty limericks for you now, if I may.
Yeah.
And this first one is basically about the breakup of the nuclear family and the profound impact it has on one or both parents. There was a divorced dad from Kent, to whom at the weekend his children were lent. They all went to the zoo. He said, "It's your mum, not you." And into the lion's cage he went. Very, very sad. I think we can all agree. This next limerick deals with one of the recent evils of modern Britain, a growing industry of misery, the payday lender. There was a single mum from Ongar. I mean, I can finish. Who, for money, relied upon Wonga. The cash she all spent at 4,000%, and now a home she has no longer.
Sean, have you got a mascot?
Now, what I've done, Jimmy, I've created something I call total comedy. I don't know if you're aware of the Dutch team of the 1970s, the famous Dutch football team of Johan Cruyff. They played total football. Well, I created total comedy. I hope you're ready for it.
It's just a severed head.
Now, what it is, it's basically my comedy characters. I do a lot of great comedy characters. I'll just go through them, you know, some of them, like this one here. Put the cat out!
That's a good one.
That one's René. No fixed abode or gender. That's Darcy Wimbles. This is... Oh, you've done this place up nice.
Judd, that is enough.
That's Artful Archie. Oh, I have 3 of your warmest soups. This is Cheeky Lionel. No, you can't have any of mine. Now, the Cheeky's ironic, because he's actually quite rude. Put that lid down. Never mind why. Put it down. Does anyone have a phone charger? That's Stephen from Belfast. Do a lot of corporate stuff with him. Not corporate stuff. And then I always finish with something I think we all know it is. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Because my singing teacher said, Sean, you have an amazing tool.
Sean Locke. Total comedy.
I thought I'd make a lovely countdown casserole. Slow cooked it, and it's basically...
What is this, Bake Off? What was that?
And all the ingredients are letters of the alphabet. So in it, it's got apple, bovril, coriander. Then I thought, Vimto. Then a whelk, just one. Then I thought, why not an extra whelk? Yoghurt and just a little zest. A little zest of lemon. And here it is. And I'm going to have a whelk on top. Do you want a whelk?
Oh, goodness, no. I've never seen a whelk before, in all honesty.
Well, I've got about 30 there.
I'd pay £10 for a charity of your choice if you ate all of them in a row.
£10?
What was your magic number to eat all the whelks?
I'll do it for £10,000, Jimmy.
That's it.
Just to see the look on your face.
Checking with the gallery whether we
What does the
can...
banker say?
Huh?
What does the banker say?
Definitely yes.
Yeah, go on.
What?
Yeah, do it.
You sure? Well, while the show goes on.
What?
Well, they're quite chewy.
I can't speak for everyone, but I'm happy to sit it out.
It'd be easier if I fed you, Sean. Look, and then you can just put all your effort into the chewing. You don't have to hold it.
This is really backfired.
I'll take responsibility for this. Other than the financial aspect, Jimmy. Thank you. Yeah, what's next? We'll keep doing this. You can...
I mean, you are.
Did you taste the stew? What did you think of the stew?
I thought it was quite nice, to be honest. They were a lot nicer than 100 whelks. And indeed, the aftermath.
We're sharing a room.
Sean, you're going to be very sick.
You're not.
I like it.
John and Greg.
The worst thing now would be to shit yourself and not have raised any money to charity.
Sure, what did Miles just say?
Ready?
Sean, why don't you open up the curtains and I'll let the sun in?
So, before we do the final scores, Sean, did you manage to down all of the whelks?
You've done it.
Whole pot of whelks.
Whole pot of whelks. Sean, have you got a mascot?
Yes, I do, Jimmy. You know, you get those brown signs, and you're driving through somewhere, and it says a brown sign, and it says go and visit, there'll be like a sort of farming museum, and you always go, it's always shit, isn't it? And you think, why did you lure me down? So I thought I'd come up with some alternative brown signs for things you do want to see, you do want to know when you're driving around, and also things you want to avoid. Like this one was just like, there's don't stop. It's it's the rubbish walk. Avoid. Sometimes, you want to stop for a pee. You want to stop in a good spot, so you look that for that. It's a scenic pissing spot. There you go. Hey, you got lucky. Here's where to go for cheap weed. That way. For the cheap weed. What about this? Porn hedge. It's a place where people discard porn. Well, this one. Childish photo opportunity. Something childish. And, here would be the photo. Leave you there going... This one, affable bloke, next exit. But, just coming up, there's a prison. Who wouldn't want to stop near a prison full of serial killers? We go, just up there, it's just full of serial killers. You just drive tentatively up to it, wouldn't you? Well, this one would be quite popular for some people. Woods for men. The sort of woods that men like to hang out in. And there he is, looking for a friend.
Sean, have you got a mascot?
Well, I haven't got a mascot so much as I'd like to start a new craze.
Oh.
'Cause, last year was the year of the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Of course, huge.
And personally wasn't that impressed. A bit of cold water on you doesn't really make any difference. So I've come up with a new craze I want to pass on, raise money. and it's the cat litter challenge. I'm going to tip this pile of cat litter over me to raise money for, I don't know, some kind of... I don't know, I don't like cats, so something that...
Some worthy charity?
For men clearly going through some sort of breakdown?
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Can I just pledge £100?
Yeah, pledge £100. Well, actually, I've got to nominate after this.
You're not actually going to do, are you? Why would you do that?
Oh, Jesus. Ready? 1, 2, 3... At deck and shove their bush tucker trials up their little Geordie cat's bums. Oh, the bitch stuck on my finger! So anyway, I've obviously got to nominate 2 people.
Quite a lot of that's gone down the back of your shirt.
I know. But it's worth it, it's for a good cause. I'm nominating Anna Wintour, the editor of Vogue. I thought, Rachel, you'd like it. No, no. No, I don't expect anyone else to do it. Obviously, it's too far.
I may actually have a bit of cat shit on me anyway.
It never occurred to me when I was leaving the area to take my water with me.
Anyway, I'll just stand for it. Any wet wipes?
No, sure. No, you've made your bed, you will lie in it. Just sit there in your cat shit and think about what you've done. I mean, you've had some crazy ideas.
I've got it all down my trousers now.
What did our production... What did our production crew say to you when you said, I need... What are you doing? What are you doing? Sean, can you just pop your mic on?
I don't know where it's gone.
Check. Well, it's probably...
I've stuffed it down.
Imagine some poor sound man's listening to it. That is bollock.
Would it be unreasonable to ask for another glass of water?
I like the idea that somebody just tunes in now. And sees my desk. That's you!
Sean, have you got a mascot?
No, I don't, Jimmy. I don't have a mascot, but I do have something. People come to me, as you know, I've come up with many inventions. A friend of mine came to me with a problem, and he asked me for a solution. He's a plumbing and heating engineer. He's often called out to fix boiler problems, heating problems, also air conditioning. And he frequently gets calls to a nudist camp. And they kind of have a no-clothes-on-site policy. And he finds it very uncomfortable. So I've come up with this, an idea of a onesie with his body on it, and then he can go to work, satisfy their desire, their weird desire to see his body. As you can imagine, Jimmy.
Yeah, this is...
You know.
Yeah, no, it's
You can imagine the scenario. For some weird reason, nudists want everyone else to be nude, don't they?
Yeah, it is weird.
And he's working away, bang, 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 and they come past, he just goes, see, I'm fine. I thought it'd be quite good for nudists as well, who don't like drafts.
It's deeply unsettling is what it is.
It is deeply unsettling.
Zip tight.
There's the Christmas card. You've never felt so free.
There's money in this, you know.
I think so.
So it's like, this is me nude, but I don't want to be nude. Yeah.
What else are you concerned about?
Well, the gate I left open in that field. Very irresponsible. Well, you wouldn't call it a field, it's more of a zoo. So irresponsible of me. Yeah. And that trail of snacks that led to the orphanage.